We'll hide together. Sorry, couldn't sleep.
You have no bullets for anything. I just want a gun. Anyone's. Oh my god. Oh my god!
Lather me in glory. I'm ready for Thimble Winter. I hope I don't get a splinter from catching my axe. No.
Oh, they're lined up nice. Oh, God. Oh, I wanted to send them more flying. Oh, this is Sparta! Ladies, now's not the time. Gazpacho, your first hour here, and you're going for a 4-star meal. Anna, come get your boozy ass sister. Whoa. I didn't say that. Damn, she was fucking... that was the definition of cash me outside, dude. Talking shit, and she was squared up to your boy instantly.
For the Giants and the fate.
Oh, did I just kill that bird? Oh my god, I just Randy Johnson that bird. With my oar. Nice, great kill. Hold on. I got another kill. I got 2 kills. Oh my god, that was clutch as fuck. Alright, but our flag is still there. Yeah, I'm running back with theirs.
Go movies. I want to hop in this bed and hide. I'm scared. I don't care if there's a demon in the bed. We'll hide together. Sorry, couldn't sleep.
You have no bullets for anything. I just want a gun. Anyone's. Oh my god. Oh my god!
Lather me in glory. I'm ready for Thimble Winter. I hope I don't get a splinter from catching my axe. No.
Oh, they're lined up nice. Oh, God. Oh, I wanted to send them more flying. Oh, this is Sparta! Ladies, now's not the time. Gazpacho, your first hour here, and you're going for a 4-star meal. Anna, come get your boozy ass sister. Whoa. I didn't say that. Damn, she was fucking... that was the definition of cash me outside, dude. Talking shit, and she was squared up to your boy instantly.
For the Giants and the fate.
Oh, did I just kill that bird? Oh my god, I just Randy Johnson that bird. With my oar. Nice, great kill. Hold on. I got another kill. I got 2 kills. Oh my god, that was clutch as fuck. Alright, but our flag is still there. Yeah, I'm running back with theirs.
Go movies. I want to hop in this bed and hide. I'm scared. I don't care if there's a demon in the bed. We'll hide together. Sorry, couldn't sleep.
You have no bullets for anything. I just want a gun. Anyone's. Oh my god. Oh my god!
Lather me in glory. I'm ready for Thimble Winter. I hope I don't get a splinter from catching my axe. No.
I don't know, Leafy. Actually, I do know. It's because when I first created that, I was actually creating... Yo, what up, everyone? When I first created that, I was actually creating a channel trailer. So on YouTube, Twitch, you can have a trailer, and it's supposed to be no more than 1 minute long. Okay? And as I was assembling said trailer, it quickly became longer than a minute. Shock, right? And so I was like, you know what? I am going to just turn it into like a little intro thing. So then it became like 3.5 minutes long. Now, truthfully, if it's going to be an intro, I should add to it and make it like 7-10 minutes long so it doesn't loop like that. You're absolutely right. But that's where we're at right now with that. You know, doing my best. Doing my best. Doing my best. Ooh, there she is. There she is. Bravo, madam. Yo, what up? Thank you so much for the 2 months in a row. Levy hating. Levy steady hating. Okay, so I'm super excited. I've been talking about this in the Discord with people. What I'm gonna start doing, I kind of did it 2 weeks ago. To kind of like separate my film class from, I guess, others or Will's or whatever, add my own little spin, is I'm trying to make it like, so growing up, I loved what was called Dinner and a Movie. It was on Turner Classic Movies. They would show a movie, they'd go to a commercial break. When they'd come back from commercial break, they would kind of like talk about the movie. They'd be cooking a little something. Well, I'm not gonna cook and do a movie, but I can game and do a movie. So what I've been thinking, and hence my stream title, right? And if y'all have any ideas, let me know. But I'm trying to do something like, instead of dinner and a movie, but like gaming in a movie is a little too, you know what I mean? A little too basic, for lack of a better word. So I've thought of CineGaming, GamingTheater. Those are just workshops. Anyways, the idea is like, so 2 weeks ago we played Cyberpunk and then did Blade Runner. Tonight we're gonna watch Seven Samurai, Kurosawa masterpiece, literally one of the best movies ever made. Criterion Film. Martin Scorsese put this in like his 39 movies you have to watch. Why 39? I don't know. George Lucas, Star Wars, cited this movie as his favorite movie of all time. Absolutely incredible movie. And then we're gonna play some Ghost of Tsushima, which also works out because we got to whack it off. It's on our backlog list and it needs to be whacked off expeditiously. Oh, I need to grab my water. It's freezing outside and I'm running errands. That's not a great combo. Pew pew. What you up to, Faraway? Mrs. Fall. Hold on. Ooh, that blue badge looks good. Oh no, I forgot my water downstairs. Hold on. Be right back. Very quick. Okay, if y'all can get at least to round 6, I will not only give all of y'all a hug, but also 50,000 Creed Seed. No, level 7. I'll be right back. I gotta get my water. I know y'all can hear it in my mouth. Pause. Wait. Yesterday was your birthday? No. No. Really? Really? No. Okay. When you mentioned it, did you put it in the birthday channel? Fairness, hold on. Where's it at? In fairness, you didn't put it in the birthday channel. How am I? I'm so sorry. Happy late birthday. Everyone wish Fall a happy birthday. Happy belated. Teat. Year. Okay, I'm helping y'all. Oh yeah, let me go get my water. Be right back. All right, let's do it. Yo, what up, Surge? Thank you, Attaboy, for actually saying happy belated to her. Leafy, Clipper, bad. Bad news bears. Ooh, lube. Of course, for lubes and tubes. Oh my god, this song is called San Francisco. Yo, what you up to, Surge? What you been gaming on? I think last time I talked to you, it was, college football again. Like you had already done your cycle of, the show. Boulder. Oh, no R. Yo, I'm carrying, dude. I'm gonna end up giving myself a hug here. Arc Goopa Scoopa. Ooh. You know what would be cool? You know what would be really cool? Is if you had any Sentinel firing core for your boys. My stream's lagging? Is that what you're saying, Clipper? My only worry, and I thought about not showing this movie, or I thought about showing this movie before, but I was worried that, and then I was just like, screw it. I'll just watch it by myself if I have to. If not, but like, you got to read subtitles. It's just what it is. Goob? You don't? Oh, sad. Very sad. Dude, why am I... Ooh, streamer speed. Streamer benefits. Oh. Yeah, I need Sentinel. Like, I did the expedition, right? So I had all of my workbenches maxed out and scrappy. And then I did the expedition, so I would have gotten reset. And for whatever reason, this Second Life, which sounds like a tent revival in Louisiana, where was I going with that? Second Life. Oh, on my Second Life, mushrooms were shockingly tougher to get. And then we wind up needing them for something else, like an event tracker or something. Mushrooms were harder to get, and the Sentinel firing cores. I had one night the other night where, okay, so first off, if you've played Arc Raiders, you know that one of the types of turrets, there's two types of turrets, one of them's kind of like a sniper. And that's what you need to kill for your workbench. But they only spawn in certain spots and on certain maps, and they don't always spawn. Like sometimes you can go into a map and neither of the two types of turrets spawn. And then other times you can go in and it's the wrong type of turret. So you're like, so anyways, all of that aside, I had two. It was like out of 3 raids, 2 of them had the right turret. Killed them. Both times the node, like the thing to loot, was never lootable. On one of them, it's the church in Bluegate. It was up at the top. Shoot it. The like part of it fell, the one that's not lootable, and then the part that you get to loot stayed stuck, and you can't even parkour up there. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? And that happened twice. I was pissed. I need to buy milk, but no store has milk. Ooh. Is it like that? Although I've heard that, isn't this weekend supposed to be wickedly cold as well? Spawn D's. Well played, sir. I did indeed. That's super dope. Also, what up? Welcome in, exit. Also, if y'all haven't already, one more time, everyone say happy belated birthday to Fall. And me while we're at it. How about that? All January babies. Get a nice happy belated. You know what it means, right? Our parents banged in the summertime, I think, or something like that. It warmed up and their boots got to knocking. Why am I saying that? Boomers, thank you. I was in oh, happy belated Becco. Welcome in, welcome in. I was in Drax chat earlier and he was playing with Nick Merckx and they were talking about Nick Merckx, his age and like being old and his unk and stuff, and I was like, fuck, I'm older than Nick. How does that make me feel? Ooh, Scene. What do y'all think? CineGaming, Gaming Theater, Video Theater. No, that's just a lot of theaters. Video games. I don't know. We need something. Okay, me and Clipper are balling out right now. Remember, your participation in this, you get Creed Seed based on it. I take a screenshot at the end, and I give out points when I'm not streaming because it takes a while. I got to do it manually, but I do give out points. And with the Creed Seed, don't forget, you can buy a Tier 3 VIP subscription to the OnlyFans with those points. Technically, it's actually the only way to buy said subscription. I'm just saying. Just keep that in mind. I'm just going to go with the layup real quick. Just a little layup. Little taco layup. I must be ancient. Yeah, exactly. Also, we're a big Utah Mammoth fan now. The Gallo. Yo, what are we missing here? Coagulate. Dude, what's the big word? Oh, that's a free one. Boom, baby. It's not enough to get us through, but I feel good. Oh, we almost got it. I finally got the big word. I've had one lag spike, but I'm not throttling like we were last month. So it might, I don't know. So close indeed. We wound up being 3 off, and your boy took the lead and got the final word. All right. So we got the movie here. We normally start, movie night starts at 9, so we're just kind of kicking it until then. Means we're gonna run around and go to Tsushima real quick and look at really beautiful things for 8-10 minutes. Sigh. Okay, now we're starting to cook. This is where the magic happens. Playing Wordle, Unk Chat for real. I'm just kidding. Very, very. That I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with any of that. The unk nature, the nerdy nature. I do love me some Wordle, or not Wordle, but words on stream kind of Wordle. I feel ancient. If that makes you feel better, there's no way you're older than I. There's just no way. Okay, what's sick about this game, and this is a perfect little segue thing, is there is a mode in this game called the Kurosawa mode, okay? Boom, Kurosawa mode. Black and white filter with Japanese dialogue and English subtitles. Inspired by the movies of legendary filmmaker Akira Kurosawa. And Seven Samurai, which is what we're watching tonight, is by a Mr. Kurosawa. Sorry. Alright, but for now, we're just gonna go standard. Why is it... Oh, wait, no, I know why. I know why. I was like, why is it making me, like, start the game over? Damn. Alright, what you guys up to right now? Are y'all... Go ahead and get your blankies, your snacks, use the restroom if you need to. Because in about 7 minutes, we're gonna lock into a movie. Again, it does have subtitles. You got to read it, but I'm not exaggerating when I tell you it's one of the best movies of all time. And it's a movie that kind of like inspired countless other films and story narrative, like the narrative structure in general, and how you sequence set pieces. Okay, load game. Ooh, it's been almost a year since we played it. What's it asking me? I don't want to save it. I just want to load it. Let me load. Take my load. About to get the kiddos into bed before this samurai. Perfect timing. And if you got things like that, do the adulting now. Movie in 9.
Where's Junjin? Speak, monk. Please stop.
Wait. This is a main quest. I don't know if we're going to start that. Hold on. Let me get my horse. How do I do that again? I haven't played the game in a year and a half. There we go. There he is. Just turned 20. Level up cinema. Okay, now we're okay. Okay, side quests more than level up. But if we can get a couple ideas, we can then run a poll. I love side quest cinema. Is that taken? That can't be taken. We're locking that one in. Just turned 29. Try 37. That same. Well, no, 36 now, I think. Yeah, 36. 33. I like we got a well-seasoned chat. Not old, not unk. Well-seasoned. Experienced. Been through the ringer. And we've come out stronger. Better looking, in fact, in a lot of ways. Ooh, speaking of looking. Butt cheeks. Ooh, speaking of butt cheeks. The ADHD was too real. Okay. I think we're good in terms of the movie not having anything that's TOS, and I would have to block it out. But if anyone who's seen the movie before wouldn't mind peeping that for your boy real quick, that'd be super fire. 32. Okay. Oh! Okay, guys, Clipper's cooking in chat right now. Side Quest Cinema, or what was it, theater? Side Quest Theater? You said Side Quest Cinema. Okay, Side Quest Theater, Pixels and Popcorns goes nuts. That almost seems like it has to be taken. Yo, look how gorgeous this game is. This is my horse. Also, if you go slowly through these fields, watch my character. He'll run his hand through the grass. How fire is that? That's one cool thing. Second cool thing, you can bow. Hiya. You swipe on your thumbstick. Bend over for me. Let me swipe on my joypad. One more time. One of the most brilliant things in this game is, as we all know in video games, you have your like waypoints and like the marker that tells you where to go and like wherever you set your ping. This game replaces the big arrow with wind, and if you swipe up, it'll do like a gust to help you see which way you're supposed to go. How fire is that? Super sick. Alright, let's go murk a few Mongols real quick. Not because they're Mongols, but just because they're invading my people. And then it's about time. Only played like 3 hours? What? Becca, are you back on Ark? Or what you been gaming on lately? Need to find tangos. I have no idea where I'm going. Through a bamboo forest, apparently. Oh, I'm sorry about that, lad.
You're a good horse.
All of these places I've cleared out. Ooh. Let me redo one of the boss fights. So throughout the map, there are these duels with like master samurai. And they're always in super scenic locations, like this one, by a waterfall and whatnot. I think you can replay them. I guess not. Dude, that didn't look good. The homie is a strong-willed steed. All right, this is my village. I think this is my character's hometown village. Look how gorgeous the trees are, or this like white. I don't even know what you call this. It's like cherry blossoms, but white. What would you call those? Maple blossoms? Oh, what'd I do wrong? Alright, look at my little crib. That's actually maybe not mine. It is now, though. Alright, it's about that time. We're gonna play more of this and actually do a quest and whatnot after the movie. But for now, I'm gonna get my ass beat initially. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. And it's been a minute. Alright, it's about that time. Alright, keep in mind there are alerts are going to be turned off during the movie, so any support, while greatly appreciated, you absolutely do not need to do it now because it definitely won't pop up. Um, if you do it and it's something crazy, I'll rerun it after the movie. But this is about the movie. This is about my love for cinema. I nerd out over this stuff. What am I looking for? I think that's it. Yeah, we don't want alerts on. Perfect, perfect. My little camera. Okay, don't forget, we're gonna go, don't know, 5 stars. Our film classes, boom. If you don't know and you do letterbox, we have a couple lists if you want to check them out. They'll be in chat. Oh yeah, there is an ad break. Dude, I wish I could turn those off. Yo, what up to Curse? Welcome in, perfect timing. So this is the letterbox. We're waiting on the ad break to end. Also, this is actually great that it ran there. That's one of the letterboxes. And then the other one is, this is the one that of movies we've seen in the Discord. So not necessarily like film class, but we've seen them. All right, before we get started, we should be done with the ad break. As y'all know, before the movie, I don't want to tell too much because this isn't anything fancy. It's just my love of cinema and me trying to like add some perspective, maybe enhance your viewing experience of a movie you've already seen before. Maybe you haven't seen it in a while. And in a lot of cases, and I really hope this is the case a good bit of times, is I'm introducing a movie to people for the very first time. Last year, I feel like I started off really well with film class doing that, showing movies like Casablanca and Birdcage and Pentagon Wars. So at the very beginning, we do a quick little spiel, just things to look out for, spoiler free, just so you can like, I don't have to like do the Leo gif. And then afterwards, we'll talk about it a little more in depth if you want to stay around and talk. And it's we open it up for a Q&A. And then we're going to play some more Ghost of Tsushima. So the main thing I want to talk about is two things. One, the overall structure of the narrative. And I'm not going to say it now, but it's one that we've seen and you see a lot. If you've seen the show Mandalorian even, there's an episode where like Mando and Grogu go help a village. That's all I'm going to say. And this is very much in this structure. Even one of the best Western films of all time, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I'm sorry. A Fistful of Dollars, the John Wayne movie, also follows this footprint, this blueprint that this movie came and started with in 1954. Kurosawa is known for his multicam. So later on, there are fight scenes. I want you to notice when and where it cuts and how they would have staged that and framed that and blocked it and had the multicam system, which became an actual standard in Hollywood and in Hong Kong and obviously in Japanese cinema. But basically the big titans of cinema in the 50s and 60s and whatnot started to use the multicam religiously. All right, let's get into it. Oh, I need to turn it up. Hold on. Skirt. All right, tell me if that's too loud. I'm going to turn some of my ring lights off because it's too... Oh, one more thing. I got to do this from like a legal standpoint kind of thing, I guess. But we're able to do this because this movie is on YouTube Free Movies. And I don't publish my VODs from film class. Therefore, we're not making any copies of this film in any capacity. Any clips made tonight will be deleted, etc., etc. There'll be no digital footprint made of this in any capacity. This is free movie night. free movies with YouTube. If you do want, other than I guess resubbing, so you don't have to get ads, hold off anything until after the movie. This is just for us enjoying it. All right. Do y'all want me to read the subtitles like these out to you? Not when characters are speaking, but these? I probably should, since a lot of people probably have me on their second monitor and whatnot. Everyone's head lifts up. You didn't. Clipper can sum it up, or someone in chat could. Clipper's just the last to type. I guess there's a minute here. Basically, village. There's bandits that have recently raided this village for their like rice and stuff like that, and barley. Deep quote. Deep quote. Oh man, let's go. Based. Ooh, this movie's so good, dude. And honestly, it's maybe as good of a time as ever to show this movie. Oh, good one, Clipper. Ooh, that gave me an idea. Oh, we're cooking, baby. Dude, this dude's like, shut the hell up. I'm trying to sleep. All right, as y'all as y'all know, for film class, I reserve the right to pause it. I try not to do it too often. What that scene was really dope and important because keep in mind like in feudal Japan, especially within the samurai culture, having to cut your hair is like not good. Like you want to be able to grow out your hair. If you've seen Game of Thrones, George R. R. Martin kind of adapted that with the Dothraki and how they'd have knots, and the more battles you've won and stuff, you get more and more knots, and the longer your hair goes. And of course, if you lose, you kind of got to cut your hair. So that was what that ritual or ceremony or whatever you want to call it, the shaming in a way, was emblematic of. That's cheap. Dude, what a shave job. No cuts, no nicks. Hate that. The aura, dude. Oh, ugh. The Ronin. Oh, okay. Let me run this back again. Film class. This is the point of this. What's so refreshing about this particular sequence is even in something as simple as this, in so much of what we watch now and have watched for the last 30-ish years, is this sequence from this conversation, okay, to this, hold on, boom, they might shoot that as three different things across like weeks apart, right? Potentially. What's so refreshing is how this just feels like a natural thing, right? Like we watch them walk down this road. We see the like flowers on the right. In this, we see the wall behind him, right? And the wall is behind them from the camera's perspective, but it's to their left, yeah? So then when you get this, it still follows the logic, right? We haven't shot them in different sound stages. One's in London, one's outside Atlanta for tax purposes. It's just shot on scene. Everything feels lived in. And then this is still the people we just saw in this frame are now in the background. I don't know. You just don't truly see that as much anymore, especially when you have 7 actors playing out a scene like this. The scheduling, the set design. Wheels are turning. The tactician in them. And that's such a fire quote. Defense is harder to play than offense. That's 6. He said it. The steam coming off of it. Mmm. I love how appreciative he is of it. That's like telling your friend who's usually late the time of arrival 30 minutes is, or it's 30 minutes before it actually is. I'm that friend. Deep quote. Okay, this I don't know. Because again, for these movie nights, film classes, I'm not looking up YouTube videos and like searching things to tell y'all. I'm going off of what I just like know organically and things that I find interesting. What I would be, I'm curious of is what's the difference between a samurai and a ronin again? If I remember correctly, a samurai is essentially like they're fighters, but of nobility, of like higher class families and stuff like that. And they often are then like hired as almost like mercenaries by higher class individuals, royalty, yada yada. Whereas Ronins, I think, are from lower classes that are stole like the swordsmen, but also they're more like freelance, I think. If anyone doesn't mind looking that up. Ronin has no master, and a samurai does. Oh, that was sick. I just wanted to test you. So it has nothing to do with what class they were born to. I knew that it had to do with like serving or being hired versus not, but I thought it had something to do with class as well. So dope. I love that. God, I love that. Sweet. He's basically like, I fuck with you, old man. And then there were two. Wow. Damn, dude. Makes you feel bad for him, even more so. That's dope of him. Just a quick little shower. So fire. The quotes in this. Oh, sorry. I'm throttling. Hold on. Dude, I don't get it sometimes. It literally comes out of nowhere. But I know it's not me. I've seen so many big streamers with incredible setups, and they'll start dropping frames as well for whatever reason. Dude, Comcast, Xfinity, Amazon, they're all just shafting us. Damn, man. This is the first time it's done this on any of the film classes since I switched over to Twitch. It's mad annoying. Wonder how it'll look at 4,000 bits. Alright, let's run it. Yeah, that's one good thing about watching a movie from 1954. I don't need like crazy fidelity. Oh, I forgot about that. That's where it was. But if you don't know, you don't see it. Oh, cinema. The silence is so good too. Aura farming, bro. Square up, son. This whole fight sequence showcase what I was referring to earlier with the multicam setup. This might be one of my favorite sequences in all of film history. The glue guy. Dude, I love their relationship and he drank enough, too much. Has enough sharpness to catch his sword, though. Okay. The drunken lean in. Ah. 1574. The Edo period. Snoozy poo. Okay, I know that I have a tendency to try to link everything back to Lord of the Rings because I think it's the GOAT in modern day storytelling. But like this movie is was like an original script. Kurosawa and a couple others co-wrote it and whatnot. They wanted to do it was after occupied Japan. This is early 1950s, late 1940s. After post World War II, occupied Japan. They wanted to tell a story in this feudal Japan period. I think it's called the Edo period. Anyways, um, But I wonder how much Kurosawa and them were inspired or used influences from Lord of the Rings, because you see structures of that too, right? Like this and them getting help, not too similar to Aragorn and them helping the Rohirrim at Helm's Deep. The Seven Samurai A, um, while it's not 9 like the Fellowship of the Ring, it does kind of feel like that, right? And then of course there's a Seven Samurai, and don't forget, then later we have the Hateful Eight and the Magnificent Seven, which would have been inspired by this. But I think it just all goes back to Lord of the Rings, really. Tolkien's the GOAT. And obviously they have 8 because of the other guy. Wait, is there dong? Please, no dong. Buttocks. Look away, chat. Look away. Close your eyes. Yeah, they're expecting this like royal greeting, like the red carpet to be rolled out for them. Maybe like, doo doo doo, our heroes are here. Or not? They don't all expect that, but that's what this dude's running around about. How many times would y'all say on average do you sneeze when you do sneeze? Mine's probably 3.5. One's in chat if this is your first time seeing this movie. The 16th century version of the like air horn siren alarm. Oh, it's both of y'all's? Hell yeah, love that. This guy. Don't cry wolf. Oh, get him, Granny. Get him, Granny. Gramps. Probably been like 4 years since I've seen this. Maybe 6. This dude's a badass. Honestly, Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table is another good. Like, I talked about at the beginning that this movie inspired a whole host of media after, but in my times watching it, I've always tried to like when you have something like this, it's also like, okay, well, what inspired this? Where did some of this come from? And you look at some of the Arthurian legends, and maybe even Lord of the Rings to a lesser degree, because a lot of the different samurais fit different tropes that we see from the different Knights of the Round Table. What a lot of people don't know, Decurs, is for a while there was no even black and white. I was there. I was there when they discovered those two colors. You should have watched movies before then. Obviously, this what's cool about this scene is it's like the area that we were in Ghost of Tsushima at the beginning of stream. What's cool is like it's a black and white scene, but it's still you can you just know that this meadow is gorgeous. Like it feels pretty, if that makes sense. Uh oh. What a. Sir, this is not how you frolic in a meadow. He's like, those were boobas. I don't know boobas that well, but I think those were boobas. I just love the strategizing and the laying out of the village. He knows it is. That's the problem. Tell us how you really feel. Dude, what a performance, man. To do that scene, that monologue with the armor in your face and this, so good. Incredible. Even if I don't agree with them. Damn, dude. God, this movie's so good. I also love how the main guy, the main samurai, is still rubbing his head. If you've ever shaved your head, especially after having like a head of hair for a while and then shaving it, you do that for weeks, if not months. Yo, I've never seen hay look comfier. Like that actually looks decently comfy. The way it's kind of like folding under him, moving. He's like, well, dude, we'll just cozy up together, man. Calm before the storm. That dude's my favorite. He's like, well, about that. Dude, wet socks and sandals? No thanks. I mean, look how gorgeous this shot is in black and white, bro. The composition and the lenses they shoot this movie, and I don't know enough about photography to know what lenses, but dude, you can tell it's elite by how much detail you can see, and even like the bark, the shimmer off the trees. 1954. Why would he go visit her though when he knew the other guy was up in the mountains training? We're almost at the end of it, kind of. End of tonight's showing. If you look at the pinned message, and then I can break it down for you real quick. Damn. One of us is compromised. I love that. Not my mill. Old man staring at the second in charge like, please don't tell me it's true. There's got to be some other way. This tracking shot, so good. We'll help you rebuild, bro. Some of them are like, uh-oh. Deserters. I mean, in fairness, you can't have them potentially getting swayed by the bandits in the days to come and then exposing their like defensive fortifications and potentially sabotaging. Oh, also, Matchy, I need to give you the axe. You have the sword. You should have the axe. Okay, so on one hand, this movie's so damn good that I obviously want to keep watching. But one thing when I started doing film class, how knowing how it all is, how we all are with attention spans, with how technology, yada yada, that I didn't really want to do movies longer than 2.5 hours long in one sitting, maybe even 2 hours. Um, so this movie's 3.5, and so we're gonna do the second half next week, which also means that we won't be doing like a full breakdown or anything other than asking questions or answering questions about the first half. But yeah, we won't be doing a full breakdown until obviously we watch the whole movie, which we will finish next Thursday. Um, Obviously this is now, so I guess what we can say prior is like, as we've gotten far enough in the plot, at the beginning of the movie, I talked about the formula, the template that this movie and this narrative kind of helps pioneer in a way, especially in modern cinema. And that's that concept of, I like to call, like, I always describe it as you get like trained military people to then train the commoners, the farmers, it might be the savages and whatever. Like, you see it in Avatar, right? Sam, the main guy in Avatar, goes into the Avatar world, and then he helps teach the Na'vi the ways of the like humans to help defend them, right? We see it countless times. I brought up the example of in Mandalorian. I think it's in season 2. Mando and Grogu go to that one village, the one Grogu has a blast at, right? The whole premise of that episode is the Mandalorian, Jin. It's been a long time since I've seen him. Him and that other chick who obviously eventually got in a lot of controversy in the real world and got canceled. I think her name's Gina. Anyways, they train the villages to fight back against the stormtroopers and the little like AT-ATs and whatnot. And so like that's one thing. That's what I was alluding to at the beginning of the movie. Is this is in the modern day era the pioneer of that, like you get military trained people to train the commoners to fight back against like an oppressor, right? I also mentioned that this movie can't be more apt to be showing right now because, and we'll get into that at the end of the next week, but it's the concept of, and we saw it briefly, but that's where the head guy in charge sets the tone for everyone, where this village goes and hires a band of samurai basically to protect them from bandits. But there's an element to the samurai's behaviors where it's like, are we worse? Like, though the samurai initially are like, some of them are cocky and they're arrogant, and it's like, oh, this is their rice now, and like everything, like they just take it over. And if you're a farmer there, you're almost like, are we better off not just dealing with, and this is where the big moral dilemma of the first half of the movie is in the conversation of, do we just bargain with the bandits, do what we've been doing, give them what they can to just let us live, and then but then they're in that constant state of flux, because at the very beginning of the movie, remember, the bandits look over the village. So also, naturally, that's the summary basically, is the beginning of the movie, you have these bandits are overlooking this village which already isn't doing well, and they're about to raid it again. And then one of the bandits is like, hey, we just raided it last like winter, they don't even probably have anything left. And then the other guy goes, okay, we'll come back in a year, let them get their harvest back, and then we'll raid them again. And so the ultimate premise is, village then has the dilemma, do they just stick with that, because some of the elders don't really want to like piss off like they just want to keep it status quo, right? But then you have the younger guys like, no, let's fight back. And so ultimately they go and hire what they think is only, like, what's funny is the village elder is like, hey, he knows they're gonna need at least 10 dudes to help fight off these bandits, 10 samurai. But he told the farmers, we just might need 4, because he knew they would always get more than what they were going to go for. So ultimately they get 7 samurai. It's led by the main guy, who's super cool. And what's cool is he's not only a great fighter, although we haven't seen him fight much, if at all yet, but he stands for good things. He's got a good moral compass, which goes to the whole, they set the tone, because initially some of the samurai are a bit cocky, and obviously the brazen one, the one that's a goofball, the one who was joking with the kids at the end about the rice. He's like, oh, if you have enough strength to yell, we want rice, you don't need rice that bad, I guess. You know, they were being a little overzealous and over welcoming of themselves, and he kind of has to set some of them straight. But yeah, at the very beginning with the bandits, where was I going? What was I saying with that? I'll read this again. During the Civil Wars, an endless cycle of conflict left the countryside overrun by bandits. Power vacuum. Peaceable folk lived in terror of the thunder of approaching hooves. Okay, and then so we see that. Damn, I was going on a nice spiel too. Damn, I don't remember where I was going, why I wanted to come back to this particular scene, but it's what's cool. I don't know if YouTube's always done this. Did y'all know this? Like, look, it'll have a thing where it's like this scene is apparently the most replayed scene. Have we gotten here yet? Yeah, we've seen this, right? 153. No, we haven't seen this yet. Sorry. The most is after that. All of it was them cutting some wheat. Even the Three Amigos use this formula. Yep. Like off the top of my head, A Fistful of Dollars, The Mandalorian episode, Avatar, Last of the Mohicans, and then you could of course like equate it and adapt it to other, like, it might not necessarily be military training, untrained to fight back an oppressor, but it might be like the ex-bank heist expert who comes in and then teaches the gang how to bank heist. But typically the best analogies are the ones that are military to military. Yeah, oh, that's where I was going with it. So, like, the concept of, like, the samurai coming in, and then initially there, it's almost like the moral, there it is, the moral dilemma of, do they just let the cycle keep going, right? Like, okay, they raid us, they keep us alive, but what's next? We barely are surviving, and then when we get our harvest again, they're just gonna raid us again. And then, so the first third of the movie basically is the moral dilemma of, do we fight back? Do we just keep it status quo? Okay, boom, we're going to fight back. We're going to go after some samurai. Then the moral dilemma. And one thing I don't want to do in film class is I don't, like, if I do bring up moral dilemmas and ethics and even politics at the time, I'm not going to try to tell you what to believe or what is right or wrong, although some things are objective enough to potentially do that. But my goal here is not to tell y'all how to think. All I want to do is highlight certain questions to ask yourself and how you would react to those moments or how you would perceive those actions that are happening in these movies. And in this case, it's as the samurai get into town, they're overbearing, they're overzealous a little bit. He has to bring them in. And that hysteria even comes up a little bit because once one of the samurai, that's in the second half. I can't say that. We caught ourselves. But yeah, it becomes there was almost like a scare. Like, remember when the dude ran the fake alarm and everyone came running out and they were kind of like, well, where's our welcome? And why was there, like, again, not a red carpet rolled out for us? And it's because their opening sequence in this village wasn't the most amicable, right? Like, a lot of them were kind of dicks to the village people, the farmers and whatnot. So, not to be confused with YMCA, you know what I'm saying? Also, let me revert my cam. I'm still in black and white, just going on a spiel. Dude, that's funny. That I forgot I was in black and white still. And so, yeah, anyways, that they were kind of like still scared a bit. So we're going to pick this up next week because, again, we don't want to do a 3.5 hour movie in one sitting. We are going to start playing some Ghost of Tsushima here. But we need, we're at the 2.5 hour mark, so we're gonna take a quick little break ski, just a quick little break ski. I guess, do y'all want? Is there? I might just drop it on a scene. Oh, this is Aura. This is my favorite scene in the movie. Uh, One or the top two. Okay, we're gonna run this back while I go take this quick break. The scene is fire as fuck. Oh, hold on, let me see. Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon is this exact plot just in space. Yo, I remember, I think it was 2 years ago now. I was watching like Gamescom or Summer Game Fest, or anyways, I was reacting to one of those showcases and they previewed the trailer for that. And yeah. What's funny is I was kind of excited. I was like, this looks good, blah, blah, blah. I know the controversy with Zack Snyder, but I'm excited for it. And then here we are 2-ish years later and I have yet to peep it. All right, I'll be back. Oh, one more thing. Obviously, feel free to watch if you enjoyed it and you want to keep going, watch the rest of the movie. Feel free. Ideally, especially for those who haven't seen it before, they wait until next week. But I get how tough that can be. Um, all I'll say is, of course, if you do go watch the rest of the movie, or if you've already seen it, don't spoil anything. Ideally next week. But yeah, all right, I'll be back ASAP. All right, I'm back. All right. Dude, that scene's so fire, bro. That dude's like, whoosh. Oh, it's a draw. Let's do it again. Homie just starts walking off. He just starts walking off, bro. And that dude's like, what? I won. You felt it. You know you felt it. I actually meant to go back and frame that. If I'm not mistaken, you see the like the nick he puts on him, but he's like, dude, he's like, if it was steel, you'd be dead. Oh, dude, let's do steel. Dude, so fire. So fire. So fire. So fire. Now, I have played over 100 hours of this game, and I've done so where it has Japanese voice acting and then it's you read the subtitles. But since you guys have just had to spend the last 2 hours reading subtitles, for the sake of the rest of the stream, I think I'm gonna put it on the English voice acting, which I've never listened to, so that'll be interesting. I think it's good though. Like, I'm sure it's very good. Audio, okay, that's weird. It's like it reset my thing to English, but I still have the subtitles on. Oh well, that's what we want. Or I might have did that last stream because I was like, people probably don't want to have to read the subtitles on a game. All right, let's go back to that mission I was doing. It's her. Oh, oh. Here it is. The conspirator. Y'all hear the game?
Where's Junshin?
Lady Masako!
Speak, monk! Please stop! Where is Junshin?
Masako, what are you doing?
Helping this monk find his tongue.
My lord, help! Masako, let me handle this.
Fine. But if you can't make him talk, I will.
Appreciate it. Am I still in? Let me see if I can up my bit rate now that I'm gaming and not drop frames. That'd be cool. Can somebody put me in Ghost of Tsushima, pretty please?
I thought she was going to kill me. No harm will come to you. What do you know about Junshin?
Junshin was helping survivors at Red Leaf Temple, but I hear the Mongols raided it.
Then he's in danger. We will find him.
Also, yo, during the movie, when Machi resubbed, I know y'all didn't see the alert, but did y'all hear the alert? Because I did, and that we don't want. So I might need to go in and manually, on like the Twitch side of things, turn off alerts there. Boom. But that's me re-showing it. I'm gonna rerun things. Leafy was first. You didn't? You think you saw it but didn't hear it? Well, that's the opposite of what we wanted. Well, we wanted neither seeing nor hearing. See no evil, hear no evil. It's alright though.
What do you want with Junshin?
He conspired to kill my family.
Oh, we're dropping
He's been
frames.
saving refugees. And his name wasn't on the list we found.
Someone left him a note at the temple. It's identical to the ones the conspirators carried. Junshin was promised supplies for his relief camps. In return, he was to provide information on my whereabouts.
It's just an offer. This proves nothing.
Okay, I've since turned my bitrate back down to 4K. I don't know why it's being mean, dude. Hold on, let me let it settle real quick. Sorry guys, sorry guys. Or not. See, this is what's weird though. Okay. So I have like right now the settings are at 4K, like blah 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 blah. They're at what they have been at for the last however many hours where it didn't throttle or do anything. That might just because I'm not doing anything. Hold on. All right, let's try, but
Proves he had contact with the person who killed my family.
We will get to the bottom of this by talking to Junshin.
You have my word.
He was last seen at Redleaf Temple.
I love these little splash pages when you get quests. So fire.
Let's go.
Wait for me.
Keep up.
By the way, I'm not walking. That's thumbstick drift. Right? I mean, dude. Ugh. I believe you, attaboy, but I don't know if it's gonna remain that way. Be free, young one. Damn, this one's lasting for a minute. I might just call it. I want to do game pixel and popcorn.
Remember, we agreed to talk to him.
The men who killed my family talked with their swords.
Masako, you will not kill Junshin until we're certain of his guilt.
Your father was murdered. Did you talk with his killer?
Got him.
Lord Shimura tracked him down and collected his head. You've had your vengeance, Jin. Don't stand in the way of mine.
Okay, we're green, we're green, we're green. We're green. Meanwhile, I am just absolutely RP walking my tits off. And again, I think there's two things. One, my stick drift's doing some of it, and then there's like a natural follow mechanic, and it's just working blissfully right now. It should be better. This has been, ever since I started saying green, it's been 4,000 plus in green. And I haven't dropped another frame. Knock on, knock on it. Knock on it. Oh, yep. So far, so good for now. There they go. I'm not streaming in 4K on my monitor, am I? I am. Wait, that might add to it. I don't need to be in 4K. Nope, didn't help. Although it feels like it's shrunk. Okay, yeah, it's still doing it. I don't understand. Alright, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you guys for attending film class part 1 of 7 Samurai. Hope you enjoyed the first half. Again, feel free to watch the rest, because I don't blame you if you want to watch it. The rest, it's on YouTube. Free movies. If not, we will watch it next Thursday. I do plan on streaming hopefully at least twice this weekend. Just stay tuned. Next week, Tuesday, Newsday. And if it's like the recent ones, it's going to be good. Wednesday, our first ever community Dungeons and Dragons. If you want to get involved, let us know by tomorrow, basically. And it might, yeah, let us know by tomorrow. And then next Thursday, film class. I will holler my sugar plums. Have a good one. P.S. I would love to keep streaming, but this throttling thing is frustrating.